Hello everybody, it is me, Akralta here, and welcome back to another upload on the channel after so long. It is kind of unbelievable. Now, I'm not going to talk about the fact why I didn't upload for this long, but let's get straight into this game that I've been playing for the past I don't know how many months. Well, today in this video, we're going to be playing a game known as Cold Path. Now, Cold Path is a game where you play as a certain nation, for example, Kievan Rus here, or Holy Roman Empire, in different amount of scenarios, where your goal is to basically either take over the entire world, and make everybody your allies, or vassalize everybody. Vassalize aka puppet, or there's another victory condition which I've had once but I've never known why. But by the looks of what you've seen, the scenario we'll be playing today is the modern world. Today my goal is to play as Germany. As Germany, what do I want to do? Especially probably create a Fourth German Reich. That is, take over France and these countries and go all the way down to Greece, capture everything up to Greece, or Greece if things get dire, Ukraine, Moldova, and all the way up to the Baltic countries here. Now, anybody can explain to me in the comments what the Baltic countries actually mean, which country is Baltics and which is something else. Now, by the looks of it, I would not go for Norway and Denmark, although I probably might go for Denmark. It's a really easy target and makes my borders look better. But anyways, Germany, standard difficulty, no sandbox mode because I'm not experimenting on with anything, and let's start. When you start a game, you start with a couple of tabs. This is the leaderboard tabs, where you can know where your position is in the world in terms of what I still question up to this day. Anybody who plays the game can leave it down in the description. Turns out I am pretty low in the rankings, and Russia is of course the first. It's not really the first, really. Progress tab that I was talking about. Now, for me at least, it is a little hard to focus on these and play the game at the same time. So for me, playing Modern World has really helped. Next is the upgrade points. Now this corresponds to this and the menu over here that will let you upgrade certain things like your diplomacy, army, and economy. Last is this tab which just shows which player or if a bot is playing a certain player. Now I'm drawing as Germany, so Akralted is right here. Well, the resources are coins, science points that apply in this tab, and upgrade points, and the last is movement points, which you can just use to move your units per turn. If that runs out, you can't move your units anymore. Well, now we can't really do anything this turn other than look at which countries have war reserves. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go on a little bit of an early expansion through the low countries over here, which is a lot of free real estate. Over here, Bulgaria, Romania, all of this bottom and this top, and Switzerland as well. Now, well, if you go and look at this magnifying glass tab, you'll see the resources tab. That will show you where resources are on the map exactly. Now, it looks like Germany has really been blessed with resources this game, which is kind of nice, and the Baltic countries, not so much. And Denmark also has resources, so I might work on taking that early game. France is looking pretty good, and Russia for once doesn't look that great, but you know, that's fine. Just go ahead and go to View tab and click Next. Now we have a little bit of a surplus of funds you can use to attack people. And what you do to attack people is click on one of the provinces of your nation and click the Recruit tab in the top here. Let's hire a minimal amount of troops because no one has militarized a lot yet. Now my targets are Denmark because they have core reserves. Over here, Netherlands, Belgium, and Luxembourg, along with Switzerland. And the last target of mine is Czechia. and I will attack Czechia. That will give me access to end Austria as fast as possible in one time. Let's do a mass war declaration campaign, because I'm going after everybody at once. This might turn into a bad thing, but it is not, so it's not too big of a thing to worry about. Let's first end Switzerland, let's end Luxembourg, Belgium, and the Netherlands. Now let's go for Denmark. And then let's go for a province of Czechia. Now that's going to cover most of the things except for this last Czechian province. Now let's funnel troops to this front line to defend it. And now, after you do combat, be sure to put the troops away by clicking the dissolve tab over here. That will help you dissolve all or some of your units depending upon the situation. Or if you want to use those troops for something else, just keep them there if you want to use them. Now, okay, it seems like they have a lot of units here. I'm not gonna put that many units here. Probably 400 would be enough. And yes, it is enough. Alright, let's go ahead and end the tyranny of Czechia. I'm calling it a tyranny. What am I become? Anyways, now I feel like this is the end for Czechia. Even if it is not, I'm gonna get ready to do an Austrian expansion because we have all the 3 zones. Let's go ahead and just tap on each one of their provinces and dissolve from some because I just use them for the defense purposes. Next, let's go for Slovenia, and then let's just go on declaring war as soon as we think we have defeated one person. That's gonna make things a lot quicker. Slovenia. Now let's declare war on Slovenia. Okay, this province contacts Slovenia. Well, that's a little bit disappointing, but it's fine. Let's dissolve that. Just take that over, and take that over. Now let's immediately declare war on Croatia. Do that. Now we'll just go ahead and do this again. That will just provide enough supply to these units so Croatia doesn't take it back. So that would be great. Let's take over Bosnia and Herzegovina. That's pretty easy. Just do that. Do that. And I'm gonna send most of my units from here to here because next I have a target with Montenegro. I see there's a small land border here that connects to Montenegro. Let's go. And that's a defending army, so let's add more units to it. And well, let's just continue doing it. Now we have our first 2 upgrade points of the game. What will I spend it on? Now, what would I do? Is I would first work on my economy in the early game, and then work on army a little bit towards the late game. So for that, I will go for trade that will increase my money per turn by 5%. That would be good. Now, as soon as I've done that, let's just go ahead and immediately declare war on Albania. That will be pretty beneficial. Okay, it seems like I have made a small mistake here. Well, it's not a big deal. Let's just hire 8,000 units in each of these provinces, and I will be all good, actually. Let's take care of that. Albania will calm down by the moment I reach there. Now, I'm in a little bit of a tough situation, so I will try to invade Albania through the sea access route that I have against it. That's perfect. Now they're totally calmed down. And with my control of the Adriatic Sea, I'll be good. Now my next target is Macedonia after this one. Now let's send all my units here and send all my units into Macedonia. Now let's just get ready to invade Serbia. Now I have gotten every single province under my reach of my for each of my provinces, so when I attack, they can be taken down in a shrimp. Let's take them down. Serbia is not too hard to beat, of course, so it's all good. Now let's take over Slovenia. Slovenia will give you a very good base to attack Hungary from all three sides and end it faster. So that would be good for obvious reasons. Let's declare war on Slovenia as soon as we are done with Serbia. Let's attack these guys and take over the capital. Now, this is a rare occurrence. This is not actually not a rare occurrence, but sometimes whenever you take over a country that much, you actually see it disintegrate out. AKA, they won't have another province that they once had, so their whole area will become undeveloped land. Now, I've seen this happen a lot nowadays when I'm playing, but might be different for you guys. What are your experiences with this? I forgot to destroy these units over here. Actually, not destroy, dissolve. And I will prepare for an invasion of Bulgaria after Hungary. Okay, it seems like these guys have made an alliance. Slovakia made an alliance with Hungary. Actually, that's not gonna help a lot. I'm afraid that's not gonna help a lot. I'm just gonna take over you anyways, and you'll be just lonely. It's not gonna help, really. They might take over my province back, but I'm gonna come bite them back in various spots that, they're pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, what are you doing, Carlton? Still a bit sane, please. Well, now we have another 2 upgrade points. I'm thinking we invested into vassalage. Now what does vassalage do? It will help you to just have it under you. What you can do is request money for it, request resources from it, and whatever wars you do, they will have to join it, and they will have to peace out when you do. So they're basically just under you. And if you want to take over a vassal, you can just do it through a nice method. I might show it in this video. Okay, negligence has caused this, so not a bad thing, but I never handled 2 friends before. This isn't actually too bad. It's fine. It's actually kind of fine. Actually okay. Not trying to be all positive here, but at the same time, it's again not too bad. I declared war on Bulgaria a little bit earlier than expected, but earlier than I expected, but it's alright. Oh, that's what I was talking to you all about. That happens a lot nowadays than before. Unnoticed. I've been playing this game a lot recently, and well, that's what happens. I seriously don't know why countries disintegrate this fast, but now, as you see, all of this land is undeveloped land. You can just take over it really easily. Otherwise, in other scenarios like Millennium Dome, the undeveloped lands are actually populated with citizens, and you have to take them over. And it's kind of a pain to get their populations up enough so they can support you in terms of a war. I know it all sounds complicated. This game isn't that complicated, but I understand the fact that this game could have been more complicated in ways I will not explain in this video. Now my next target is Romania. And Romania is just easy if you just attack them from all sides. And including to attack them from all sides, I am going to do a sneaky little trick right now. You all have seen the vassalage that I just picked up, alright? What you do, you take a country which is not really in your reach, but it is very small, and it's not good enough to really attack you or anything. Or it can't attack you directly. Hire a lot of troops in your territory and declare war on a state like Moldavia. And then after that, you don't need to fight with them at all, just vassalize them. And with that, now you have a vassal. Now, I was telling you about, you can just easily take a vassal's territory, you can actually go to the trade tab. Now the trade tab is where you can usually ask for a lot of things, including things on the screen currently. But all I'm here interested is for a province. I can just go up to their province and just double tap it. Oh, from the other side, and just double tap it and confirm. And the next turn, their provinces, actually their province or provinces, how much ever you asked, will be just transferred over to, the person who asked them, and it won't cost you a bit. Now that we have actually surrounded Romania on all sides, it's gonna be a cakewalk for the most part, in capturing all the major Romanian cities, actually more Romanian provinces, except for that last one in the middle. It's gonna be really easy. Oopsie doopsie, I'm that arcade. Okay. Ooh, that's a lot of troops, I'm afraid. Well, let's just keep defenses up, I guess. Alright, that's what happens. It's easy to vassalize them. Okay. We didn't vassalize them, but, we at least let them calm down a bit with how much military they just got at once. Okay, we got more upgrade points. Let's just invest that into my army and improve formation. That will give me army attack. Now, I said I would work on my economy, but now that I'm expanding, that will help. It will help. Seriously. Let's hire some more units here. Some more units here, and some units here, and then just go after these last Romanian surviving areas. Oh, this area might be taken away. Wrong province. Alright, that's done. Now Romania has been successfully taken off, and I have completed my early game goal. Now, you have a lot of provinces. I hope so you have at least a little bit. Now, I have never thought about the optimal amount of mines that you should have, but according to me, it is around 5 or 6. Now, you can change that in the comments if you so like to, because I just stick around with any amount of mines I have, and I never look at a really optimal amount. Now, we have completed a lot of our goal, and we have secured the south of the continent, except for Greece, of course. Check what the resources they have. Yeah, they have none. That's not going to be worth it. Even Turkey's poor in resources. Well, that explains their inflation. Anyways, sorry Turkish viewers. We're gonna watch a video from Turkey. Well, now that you've completed this part and you've gained at least a little bit more gold factories, you dumbo, it's gold mines. After you get some gold mines, just use them. Now I've gotten some gold mines. What you do is, how do you use gold mines exactly? Go ahead and click on a certain province that has the symbol gold on it and has a number next to it. That's how much you can mine. And now when you double tap the top bar over here, you'll see how much money you're earning. So let's go. After you click the build tab, there are actually 4 tabs: economy, science, defense, and other. Now, I usually focus on the science and economy tabs, and defense. I don't look at the defense tab, although you can write in the comments how defense is actually really useful for your type of gameplay, and I would consider it sometime. Anyways though, it's going to go to the build tab and start building these 3 options. Now, a collective build would cost you around, a little bit of a calculation later, and the answer is actually around 140,000 per province, and that's exactly what I have in my little coins bar at the top. Well, let's just stop building the stuff here now, shall we? Now we have 2 upgrade points other than, now we just have more. I will go for more economy expansion by going to optimization level 1 and just selecting them. That will just give me a little bit more boost when it comes to how faster I can fill up all these economic zones that I own. So after that, we'll just continue on with the furthermore economic expansion I'm doing. Oh, it seems like Turkey declared war on Latvia. I feel like I'm gonna have a war with Latvia sometime soon. You know what? This can be a very good opportunity to snack Latvia and also snack a little bit of an ally. So we'll just get ourselves a port ready and we'll just get ready to do something about it. Let's go ahead and make an alliance with Turkey and declare war on not Lithuania, Latvia. Now, just know an enemy of your enemy is your friend, so it's of course better to. Germany declared war on Latvia, and that's all good. Now let's take one of their provinces and immediately vassal them. Let's have some more troops at the base so that these guys are more intimidated to get vassaled. And just because of war, it is a lot. Just gives you a lot of income to work with during war times. For some reason, this game was doing that. And I will use that to upgrade my economy. Thank you, game. You're really helpful sometimes. Oh god, I made that same mistake again. Some things never change, do they? Some things never change. Anyways, now the lobby's done with, you can just go ahead and take their last province. Take their last province. That's gonna help me expand into Lithuania and Estonia a lot faster. That's gonna speed up my goal and can give me another front over at Poland when I attack it next. Yes, Poland, you're never gonna stop being invaded. Okay, well, you know, some things can never change. Even then, the game just doesn't offer me good prices to, you know, sell it. It just sells it to me for lesser amount. Anyways, though, now we have new army points. We could go for getting more army defense or getting cheaper soldiers, but I'm feeling movement points because the more movement points you have per turn, you can do a lot more with it. Even though now I have 50 movement points, and it's of course better to have some more. Although that would actually be really helpful in the early game if I actually think about it, it can be helpful. So pick it up in the early game if you want to. I don't really. I don't really use a lot of it. Let's just continue our expansion of our economy. Who would just declare war on me? No one. And wait a second. It seems like we are ahead of Russia. Well, that's a surprise in it. That's a surprise in it. Okay, Britishers are really cringing right now. Yeah. Okay, my next target is Poland. And then I'll go for Ukraine, Belarus, Lithuania, Latvia if it was still alive, and Estonia. And I'm not planning to invade into Russian lands, but if it actually comes to that, I'll do it, it's okay. And we also have good allies to the south. Now, since Greece isn't really under me control, come on, let's just ally with it. It's for our best. You know, I hope so. Let's ally with the British. Let's ally with the Finland, which could possibly screw me over. Possibly, I'm saying that from past experience, but anyways. Now let's prepare to attack Ireland, declare war on Spain. That's an easy alliance with Spain if you think about it. And let's defend the English Channel. Defend my English Channel territories on the Northern Sea territories against any, invasion from Ireland. And also Portugal, because, they tend to do it and it's annoying to fix. I'm saying it from experience again. Now I've done all the attacks for my territories up here. Now with this army, let's go ahead and blockade Poland while leaving some troops on shore, actually in the sea, to prevent naval dominance by Poland. And let's just attack them from here to make their situation a lot more desperate than they are. Alright, that's pretty good. Alright, who just declared war on me? Oh, okay, I just declared war on Ireland. Dude. Alright, vassalizing in Ireland wouldn't be a bad idea as well. Okay, they've gained access to sea, and they've also broken through my lines. Bad, that's very bad. There we go. That's good. That's great. Okay, Poland. I mean, I'm not going for Spain this round, but it would be a good vassal, I suppose. I can see what's happening in the seas next to Portugal. I mean, I have no business with what's happening there, but sure. Let's just keep my coast defended just in case Poland decides to attack me. You know, that's gonna be a good thing for me at least. Okay, Italy is finally my ally. Spain can be an ally. Let's urge my allies like Spain to go after and reunite Iberia. That would be great. Norway's my ally. Sweden would be my ally. That would be actually pretty good. Now, my next target is Belarus. Let's do that. Finland, Netherlands, and Spain. And that's kind of interesting. How is Portugal able to do that? Still confused me a lot. 2 more points. Let's just invest in the last army of getting a cheaper army. That's all I think I can do. Yep, there we go. Portugal sees surplus. That's good. I thought I vassalled them, but that's alright. Ukraine. Now, whatever your views is on the current war, whether you're pro-Ukrainians or pro-Russian on this stance, I'm just doing it for the game, alright? So, don't be triggered, alright? It's all gaming. Try not to be, at least. I'm not trying to offend anybody here, I'm just doing it for the video. It's nothing too bad. So you can chill out, haters or someone. Let's declare war on Ukraine. And my last target is France. My last target is France, really. Now that we have all 3 people on our borders, it's gonna be kind of an easy game, don't you think? It's gonna be kind of an easy game, not even gonna lie. Because the fact that, you know, France is surrounded and it's gonna die pretty soon. Declare war on Italy. Why is everyone declaring war on Italy so fast? Turkey, what are you doing? Why are you trying to make the Ottoman Empire again? Strange thing, Turkey, strange thing. Strange thing. You know, strange thing. Who knows what you're doing? What happened to the 1,000 meals I sent? Well, I guess they disappeared. Sad. That's after them. Now let's declare war on France. Now the main idea here is by using the English channel on the sea over here, which I have no clue about what it means or what it is called. Let's just invade them from all 3 directions and we will be all good. Now I do not want to urge my allies so I can get all the French territory after I beat them, but you know, it would be fun. It would be a lot easier to take. Spain. Okay, you're a little weird, aren't you? Okay, it seems like Italy pushed Turkey out of itself except for Sicily, and anything else? Nothing really. You just go ahead and get progress. You get an entire bar of stuff complete. Now this game, I can say, has gone a little bit messy. Really messy. You know, it's not every day. It's not every day, bro. That's it. The game has been completed. I have done my objectives for the most part. I'm not here gonna waste money on it. I've done every one of my objectives except for Macedonia in the south and some part of France and Spain. Well, that's it for this video. If you want to see any more videos like this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. My battery is low as me right now, so I might go. I'll just go edit this video now. We are a nation with 30,000 per turn income, and that is all that matters. Goodbye everybody and have a nice day. Keep your beliefs to yourself and don't self fights. Thank you.